If you haven't subscribed already, we're going to be releasing videos weekly. We're going to be releasing videos weekly. It's 5:30 in the morning and I'm trying to see if I can figure out a way to get this bike working. I spent all day yesterday trying to get the clutch unstuck. All right, let's try it. And I'm pulling the clutch. Darn it. I rebuilt it 3 times. I checked the service manual. I looked online. Everything I tried was not making it work. Nothing makes sense right now. I feel like I'm doing everything right. Obviously, I'm missing something. Anyway, it's taken longer to get this video out, obviously, because of this setback. So I apologize for that, but I guess we all anticipated this would happen with a guy like me. You're gonna hit a roadblock, and here I am. So, more later. It was Friday night, and I was hopeful that the list I made would guide me to finish the bike in just days. And so the following day started with much optimism. Okay, we're back. We have a lot of little things to complete on this bike. I have my little list behind me, my cheat sheet to remind me I have a lot of little things like a stuck clutch I've got to figure out. I'm going to replace the clutch plates on that today. I've got to figure out the turn signals. They're not quite working right. And a bunch of little things like just, pegs and the hinges for the seat. So I got to do that. And I'm sure there'll be some other things I uncover along the way. So here we go. Let's start with the clutch. What I'm going to do is put the friction plates in the bag that I have and just fill that up with oil and let it soak for a little bit. The clutch rebuild you're about to see was rinsed and repeated about 4 times altogether. With every attempt, the frustration only grew. I watched YouTube after YouTube of guys slapping the clutch together, and it just worked. Okay, that's too loose, so we're gonna give it a little bit more. At the time, I thought I was missing a step, doing something out of order, or simply just losing my mind. Let's try first gear. First gear is going, see? Wheel's going, I'm pulling the clutch. It's in gear. I don't know why. There you have it, folks. I'm stumped. I don't know what else to do. I was at the point where I was going to release a short video just to ask for help. This is my cry for help, so if there's anybody in the community who knows what this could be, I need help. As luck would have it, I bumped into my neighbor who has a long history of building engines and even used to ride dirt bikes. He sensed my frustration and offered to take a look. Together, we rebuilt the clutch one more time just to make sure I wasn't taking anything for granted. Then he said something that turned everything around. You mentioned you used a rebuild kit. You might compare those parts to the parts you removed. All right, I think I actually got to the bottom of it. You won't believe this. So with my rebuild kit, I got they call it a spline washer. It goes behind the clutch pack. And the job of it is to space out the clutch pack enough so that it can freely rotate when the clutch is not engaged. The one I found that was originally from the engine and the one that I was given are completely a different size. The original was way thicker. So I think that is actually going to fix it. Let me show you the difference. So the one on the left is the original. The one on the right is the one I was given. See a difference? Okay, let's see if that does it. Okay, I'm gonna try this and see if I have the same problem. Now I'm gonna put the clutch pack in without any of the discs because I was actually able to simulate it locking up with nothing in it. So this will tell me, see, I can feel that it's pushed it out just enough to where that's not gonna happen again. Oh, this is great. Okay, so let's see if I put this in. Put our washer there. That's what it's supposed to do. This is good. This is good news. This is real. Okay, now I can put the clutch back together again. Wonderful. Something else is still wrong. Actually it's working. I can stop the wheel. I can stop the wheel. It's working. It just was rotating for whatever reason. Maybe because it's a brand new clutch or something. But now, there it goes! There it goes! Yay! Pull the clutch. And yeah, I mean it stops. It just has a little bit of, probably because it's a new clutch. But it was totally locked up before. So, yeah, there it is. Clutch, no clutch, clutch. I mean, it's probably an adjustment even. The clutch might even be a little sensitive. That's working. That's working. All right, I'm happy. And so I had crossed off my first major obstacle, only to move to the next. All right, another setback I had to do with the front brake system. This piece here is a hydraulic coupler, I guess you would call it, with a sensor in it that connects to the electronic system in the bike. This is what tells the brake light to go on and off. Okay, so this is mounted behind the headlight, and I had it, you know, it was mounted back here, and I was in the process of screwing in the brake lines. And the one that's in there, I got it started at an angle, and I started cross-threading it and completely ruined it. And this is an original Honda part. So I had to go on eBay and find another one that someone had pulled apart from another bike. Thank goodness for people who part out bikes, by the way. So I got the part, and so now it's about putting it back and getting the brake lines connected and hopefully getting the front brake system working. So that's what I'm doing now. The other's on. Hey. Okay. Yeah, I think it's moving. It's moving. Hey, cool. Fluid there.
Yeah, that's probably just what came out of the threads. You just take this off and pull it back. You want it? Just make sure.
Before I knew it, the frustration I had been feeling melted away, along with my list of to-do items. That first ride was so close. The bike I had been dreaming about was now right in front of me. A long-lost piece of history, restored to the best of my ability. This project was a gift, because I learned that failure isn't a bad word. Persistence is key, and the beauty that is so often forgotten in old dusty things is always there waiting for us, if we just give them a chance. I thank God for all the help that I was given at times I felt the most desperate. I'm not sure how, but help was always right there when I needed it. I just hope the previous owner, Steven, who is no longer with us, and who also had dreams of restoring this bike, could see it now. This one's for you, my friend. I still have lots to do, as you'll see from this first ride. Nevertheless, it was a very memorable day. Okay, time for the first ride. I have not ridden this bike ever. I'm just going to take it very slow and just really listen for things and make sure everything is safe. But I wanted to take you guys along with me. I'm going to put a mic on and shoot some footage of my first ride. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll check back later. Hopefully. No, we will. It'll be fine, I think. See ya. Okay, here we go. First ride. I tried my best to double check everything. Bolts, brakes, brake lights. I'm just hoping I didn't miss anything important, but so far it seems okay. Let's give it a shot.
Yep.
Wow. Feels pretty good. Yeah. Let's get some used to this gearbox, but you know, that's the case with any bike, right? At this point, I thought all was well, so I ventured out further. But I really should have stayed closer to home. That's awesome. This just feels great. The sound is great. You know, it's a little bit stiff compared to my modern Suzuki V-Strom, but it's a pretty cool design. It stands the test of time, in my opinion. What gear are we on? I have no idea. I think we're in the top gear. I think we are. So far, no major issues that I can tell. We'll do a bolt check when we get back to the garage, but I mean, it's pretty uneventful, which is good news. It is a little harder to want to go like real fast on this because it is, you feel like it's pulling more on the bike to do that. With my Suzuki V-Strom, it's like, did I just kill the engine? I think it did. I think it did. Maybe it's... Please tell me I'm not out of fuel. Okay, that's not good. It might be out of fuel. Let me try the reserve. Okay, what to do? Can you bring that jump starter thing? Ask Mom about that jump starter thing she just got from work, and also some fuel. I can't tell if I ran out of fuel or it just. So just there should be a smaller can in the garage. And this is where I realized the front brake had been dragging the whole time. It took everything in me to get the bike across the street. It was like pushing 1,000 pounds of bricks. Sure is a pretty day to break down. Be interesting to see what happened. And I can see fuel on the little filter here. You know, I wonder if it got clogged with something. That's some nasty looking stuff from there. That could be the case. That could definitely be the case. It's some crappy crap at the bottom of the tank. That's some nasty looking gas. All right, my son is following me because we don't know what is going on. Strange that the battery would be dead. Very strange. Get me across this intersection, please.